Wow. Jesus, this is going to be a out of the theater reaction to or review to Superman 2025 by James Gunn. This is the introduction or the live action introduction to the whole DC universe that James Gunn is helming. If you know, James Gunn is the guy who did the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. He did Peacemaker season one and will be doing season two coming out, I think, next month or in 2 months from now. And he also did Creature Commander in the Suicide Squad movie, the good one, not the bad one. And I'll be honest, I was optimistically skeptical when it came to Superman, only because I've never actually cared for the character Superman. I find it hard to feel emotionally connected to a character that truly can't be touched by any mortal human. He's an alien who uses the yellow sun's energy to power himself up, and he's just an all around badass. But I mean, he can't be like he has a Man of Steel. I mean, that movie itself. The name of the movie was Zack Snyder, Man of Steel. He can't be shot at. He really can't be like his skin can't be penetrated. He can fly. He has laser breath. He has supersonic like ice breath, laser ice, not laser breath. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, he's an all around unstoppable machine. It is hard to be emotionally connected to somebody who just cannot physically be hurt. But damn, does James Gunn find ways to emotionally scar or emotionally harm Superman? I guess I'm trying to be as vague or I'm trying to be as spoiler free as possible. This is just straight out of the theaters. This is just my quick thoughts of the movie. But he does a brilliant job at humanizing or bringing Superman down to earth and allowing him to feel as human as he did once upon a time in the old 70s, 80 films. This is the best Superman movie to feel like a Superman comic that I've ever watched. I still don't know if this is the best Superman movie I've ever seen, but it is definitely the most Superman-y movie that we've ever had. David, I think his name is Cornsret, fantastic, and he is going to be a household name in the future. Rachel Brosnahan playing Lois Lane, fantastic. But the standout role has to be Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Him and I do not want to mispronounce or misspeak his name, but the gentleman who plays Mr. Fantastic, not Mr. Fantastic, wow, that's the movie coming out a couple of weeks from now, but Mr. Terrific, oh my god, he stole the show. I think I don't know his name. I know he was the dude who can't die from First Class, who they found a way to kill. So he finally had a chance to redeem himself in a comic book movie. So I'm super happy to see this actor back. And he is amazing. Dare I say, terrific. He steals the scene every time he's on the screen. Him and Lex Luthor steals the show. That said, this is a Superman movie. When I say Lex Luthor or Mr. Terrific steals the show, I mean, in a sense, like every time they're on screen, you want to see more of them, and they build such a great universe that you want to know what's going on in Mister Terrific's life. Now you want to see more backstory on Lex Luthor. Why is Lex the way he is? You want a movie, or you want more of these characters scattered around this universe. And that is what I would consider a masterclass. Whereas this is a Superman movie, through and through, he is the main character. James Gunn is able to slither all these other narratives alongside with this entire film to create a lived-in universe. Now, this is where we'll go to the negatives though. The early pacing of the movie could have been tweaked a little bit, or could have been tighter. They kind of throw us in the middle of a conflict, via a Star Wars-esque style where Star Wars has an opening crawl and then you just throw into the action. This is very similar. You have a very similar opening crawl where it explains where we are in the DC universe, that the humans have been around, Superman has revealed himself 3 years ago, etc. I enjoyed that, but they talk about some things that I am not going to develop. I'm not going to get into right now. We'll save that for the spoiler review that Jay and I will be doing here shortly in the next couple of days. But they kind of open with something that would have been so cool to see take place. They mentioned that Superman lost his first ever fight. I would have liked to have seen that. I would have liked to have seen how the mainstream audience or citizens reacted to the fact that Superman lost his first fight. I would have liked to see Clark Kent or Superman himself kind of emotionally drained from losing his first fight, scared, even maybe less confident. And he is not a confident Superman. In this whole entire movie, he has a lot of things that's eating inside him. He's fighting, just want to be the best person he can possibly be, but due to the geopolitical landscape of the world, he feels like he is being attacked just for doing the right thing. And that is a brilliant depiction of what Superman is. A dude who will do whatever it takes to do the right thing. Regardless of the political situation, regardless of ramifications, he's doing what he thinks is morally justified. And at the end of the day, I love the fact that character identity can be turned on your back and can make you look the bad guy. And they play alongside the if I, am I good, am I bad? What is my purpose here? Why am I here? And it's great. But this film felt like an end to a trilogy, but we never got the first two movies. And I think that is my biggest issue. A fantastic conclusion to things we never saw take place. The characters, this might be the best comic book feeling movie we've gotten because the characters feel ripped out of a comic. Jimmy Olsen is just like Jimmy Olsen from the comic. He is funny, best friend of Superman, charming, somehow is a ladies' man. Don't know how I need to hook up with this guy because he can teach me some stuff. When I say hook up, not like that. I mean, whatever. The characters are great. I wanted more of like the friends of Superman. That's another complaint I had is they were in the film, but I wanted more Clark Kent. I wanted more Clark playing with Jimmy, doing a report, working alongside Lewis. Uh, Sorry, I have a lot of notes I'm reading on my phone that I took after watching the movie. I wanted more like Perry White in the movie. Cat Grant's in it, but she was kind of underused. She was just there to show that hey, this is a comic book movie, and we have comic book characters still scattered around the universe. Very similar to how Spider-Man 3 had a couple of the reporters just kind of thrown in there, but they never really made a move because they were kind of building into something bigger. So a lot of characters. I mean, we have Engineer and Hawkgirl, we have Green Lantern, we have all these characters that are amazing in this movie, but just get very, very little to do just to tease us on what they can be if we give this universe a chance. And I kind of respect that. A gun is showing us, like, hey, we have a filled world of heroes, but if you guys don't like this shit, you guys will never get this shit. I want this shit. And I like this shit. Give me more of this shit, James Gunn. Overall, movie, I need to watch it again. It, like I said, it took me about 20 minutes to get into the film just because it kind of just throws you in it, and I was just trying to catch myself up. And they did a great job with the explanations, with the expositions. They do a great job at building the universe without being directly in your face and just give you a history lesson. And unlike, because this is going to be directly compared to the Marvel's MCU, Disney stuff, where Iron Man started the MCU, Superman is starting the DCU. But Superman's universe is already lived in. Now, we have seen through the 10, 15 years we've gotten of the MCU that there has been multiple heroes throughout the generations, but Iron Man was the first facing hero. In this case, no, there's a lot of facing heroes. No one's hiding it, and I love that. So I mean, like I said, Hawk Girl. We don't have a backstory. We don't know the backstory of Green Lantern. We don't know the backstory fully of Engineer, Metamorphoser. But they're here, Mr. T. They are here, and you just have to live with it. And I love that. Not everything needs an explanation. Everything needs a backstory. Not everything needs a 2 hour long origin film. And I think James Gunn understands that. We don't need an origin film for Hawkgirl because through explanations and whatever she eventually gets her own movie, they can explore her past without being directly in your nose and doing a 2 hour long, boring, not boring, but like repetitive origin film. Because let's be real, 90% of superhero movies, their origin films are very predictably, it's very predictable, it's very obvious, and they're very similar. This is not that. And this is hey, Superman's alive, he's in this world, so are other heroes, have fun. And James Gunn has created such a playground that other directors, other writers, and other storytellers can just pick up the pages and go out running, just like how the comics have always left things open-ended. Like I said, Lex Luthor is my favorite character of the movie. Him and Mr. Terrific. Lex Luthor, I want to see him scattered throughout the universe. I want more of him. I know David Cornsworth is the main character, and obviously we're going to be getting more David as long as more DC projects are greenlit. But Lex Luthor, he is probably the best part of this movie because he is so grounded in reality, and he is just he don't give a fuck who he hurts, who dies, as long as he gets what he wants. And that is Lex from the comic, a madman who is a genius, who knows he's a genius. All I gotta say is this is a theater watch movie. I tried my best to keep as spoiler free as possible. I will give my brief 1 out of 10 rating. I know if you know the popcorn perspective, we do a popcorn rating as well. I already said this is a theater pop movie. Go to your theaters, get some popcorn, and have fun. But on a scale of 1 to 10, this is an easy 8.5. Pushing a 9, I will have to rewatch this to see if my rating changes. But out of the theater reaction, 8.5, easy, pushing 9. Fantastic. Amazing. Well, Marvel, it's your turn. Let's see what you hit next week. Peace.